This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domain.com. Welcome to Film Riot Mondays. Today we're going to be answering your questions, but before we do, a bit of an announcement. We're going to be jumping on board the whole Black Friday thing this year. Since we got our digital store up and going, we wanted to do some discount action. So since this Friday is Black Friday, all of that day, which is what, November 29th, right?
Correct.
We're going to have insane sales on all of our digital products. So definitely check that out if you were looking to get the sound effects pack or something like that, but it was a little high price. Make sure you check out on Friday what we have the prices on, because we're gonna chop that crap down a lot. It's gonna be some insane pricing for just one day and one day only. So make sure you check that out this coming Friday. But that's pretty much it. Let's get into it, shall we? Question. Would you say it matters if your ideas for plots have already been done in some way, or should you always try to be 100% original? It's true that pretty much every story has already been told, so whatever plot point idea that you have, it's already shown up in another movie. I can guarantee it. I mean, even the movies that we see as intensely original, like something like Inception, when you really boil it down, it's nothing more than a heist movie. It's just the way in which he approached the heist film that made it so original and interesting. And every horror movie that's paranormal is basically the same movie over and over again. It's just the way in which that they approach that material that will make it original. Same thing with, like, look at revenge movies. It's the same movie, same plot, done over and over and over again. So it's more about how you approach that material, how you tell that story, than it is about the plot itself. Of course, try to be original, and there are some things like a dinosaur island that you're not going to be able to do. There's some things that are just too its own thing, but for the most part, no. Just think more about how you're going to tell that story to get your originality. Should I color correct every scene separately, or just apply the same settings to a whole film? Well, you're going to want to color correct every clip individually to balance your entire film that way. Color correction and grading are two different things. Correction is correcting the image to get it balanced and be proper, and then grading is to give it its style. Once you've corrected the whole film and you have a balanced look throughout, then you can toss on an overall grade if you want. I personally don't like to do that. I like to grade each scene independently and even each shot independently to get exactly what I want, but you can do that. Sorry if this has been covered before, but what was your very first project like, and what camera did you use? That just depends on what first project we're talking about. I mean, we have first projects like when I was super young, or like first project out of school. When do we count first project?
So out of school.
Out of school, my first project, I think I've talked about it before, I was hired by an actress to make it seem like she had done a bunch of projects before, so we made these 3 short films that were hardly even short films. I shot it with an XL2, I think, and they were terrible.
They were genuinely awful.
Terrible. Terrible. They were terrible. Terrible. Serious talk. Would you guys ever consider hiring? Of course. We're not at the point to where we can do that right now. I mean, we are hiring more people probably this coming year, but it's more people that we already know and have already been working with. I mean, really, we're Triune Film Riot wants to go is to become our own production studio and hire people to work with us. So that will happen eventually. I really want to do internships one day too. Hopefully in the next few years, be able to help out the Film Riot community by,
awesome.
Yeah, even like bringing people on our films, just right out of the Film Riot community, let them come be on the films that we're making so they can learn and intern that way, you know? I think that'd be awesome. Our community, it's glorious. I love you all. Mooning you. Ew. Why is the bottom of your butt so flat? Last question, do you prefer practical effects or CGI? I prefer practical, actually. If it can be done in camera, I would prefer to do that pretty much 9 times out of 10. I do love VFX, and I love just the magic that goes into it, to where something was there and now it's not, or something that never existed now does by you just pushing buttons. I think that's awesome. Any kind of creating I'm in love with, and I do love visual effects, but if I can get it in camera, I would prefer that. It always comes off more real. The actors can interact with it. I know exactly what I'm shooting and looking at. So I would prefer that. I really want to see, like, people in, you know, monster costumes come back. You know what I mean? Like monsters done in camera, you know, finding clever ways to do set extensions, things like that. I would love to see the return of big artistic practical effects. If you need an internet website of website internet sees what?
You You need an internet website?
What is that?
Do you need one?
What is?
Do you need an internet website?
Put your shirt back on. You should be looking into domain.com. They have that domain name and web hosting service that'll make you tingle with delight.
Tingle your jingles.
You can use the domain discovery service to help you pick the right name for you. And their hosting plans are affordable and reliable.
Plans.
What?
You said bland. It's so funny.
Plans.
When you said that.
You can also get 25% off by using the coupon code TRICKY25 at checkout. You only have till November 30th to be able to do that. So we're in the final weeks of massive savings, my friend. So make sure you do that. Use the coupon code TRICKY25 at checkout. And when you think domain names, think domain.com.
Logo.
So that's it for today, but before I get to my suggestion of the week, just again, a reminder of the Moga contest that you should absolutely be involved with, and if you're not, why are you not doing this? That is why we are holding off on the Monday challenges right now, because you guys should be doing this to win some epic stuff, including Red Scarlets. They're giving away 6 in total, which is absolutely insane. You can go to submit your videos right here, and you can vote on other people's videos by going right here. Now, why should you do this? First of all, if you get a first place prize of any of the rounds, there's 2 first place winners, and they're giving away Red Scarlets. But secondly, if you're a second or third place winner, you get $1,000. And if you're a 4th or 5th place winner, you get $500. That's amazing in all of the rounds. Plus, there's a grand prize of $25,000. This freaking contest is amazing. It's also being judged by myself, Freddie Wong, and the Corridor Digital guys. So definitely go here, check out all the prizes, get the schedule for all of the rounds, and get involved. This is a great opportunity for you guys to get some solid gear and maybe some cash in your pockets. Good stuff. But now for my suggestion of the week. This is not something that you can find online. Well, I think you can. I think most of it is actually scattered throughout the YouTube, so if you search it out, you can find it. But this is the special features from the Blu-ray of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the David Fincher version. This is easily the best special features that I have ever seen. It's like film school in a box. It's one of the best behind-the-scenes looks into what it takes to make a film, and even the thought process behind it that I've seen. I mean, David Fincher is a no-nonsense type dude. He tells it like it is. There's none of that nonsense from the actors about, oh, he elevated the material, and they don't actually say anything. They actually get into their process for how they arrived at the character and how they go through the motions of, you know, figuring out their day and dealing with their lines. It is really great all throughout from every angle of making this film. So definitely check it out. Even if you don't want to watch the film, it's worth buying for the special features alone. So check that out, and I'll see you guys next time.